Organization, with obviously the financial support of the Booster Club, have initiated an award that's a $500 scholarship award that goes to the Bulldog player who represents this organization at the All-Star Game. And this year's recipient, Matt Wong. Organization, with obviously the financial support of the Booster Club, have initiated an award that's a $500 scholarship award that goes to the Bulldog player who represents this organization at the All-Star Game. And this year's recipient, Matt Wong.
Recipient of this award. It's very prestigious. It was a very tough decision for the coaching staff. This was a tight race for this award, but this individual has grown tremendously socially and came in as a very mature young man, learned some tough lessons about, as you heard what Dixon said, about life skills, accountability, but he was up for the task with the help of his teammates, and obviously he was the one that had to make the change. He used to go around people to get to places, and now he goes through people, which obviously makes a huge difference in being successful as a hockey player. When you needed a big goal, when you needed a play, he was there to make it happen. Not very vocal, very quiet young man, but he had a fierce nature. You could see the intensity in his eyes, and he wants to win. And we're pleased to announce Evan Witt.
Woo! Yeah, Evan!
Razor, he's flying for no tie. Off the ice, you wouldn't know if you didn't hear anything come out of his mouth, you wouldn't even know if he's on the team. But a guy that was committed to being successful off the ice, in the gym regularly. You never had to ask him to do things twice. Very meticulous, detail-oriented individual. His play showed it. He came in here and started off with a bang, and then went through a bit of a down point of his game. He was the one again. These guys make their own decisions. All we can do as a coaching staff is give them direction and say, here's what we think you need to do to improve your game, to improve yourself. And there's two choices. You can do it or not. And this individual, if anybody in terms of a hockey player and internally sees what these guys go through, I know the players in this hockey club would look at this young man and say, if you want to talk about adversity and overcoming it, then you're learning a huge lesson from this individual. So played 278 games in the BC Hockey League, and now I think he's finally reaping the benefits and the rewards of all his hard work, his dedication, and I can tell you, Chris and I very much appreciate this young man for what he brings to the dressing room, what he brings off the ice, and we're very glad that we kept him here and that he overcame his struggles, and just an individual you can't say enough about. It's such a word sometimes you don't know what to say, but this is an emotional time for us as a coaching staff because he's a graduating player, but we've learned a lot from him. And I think our players, you watch how he conducts himself, that's how you want to conduct yourself as a player. And so Brian Kang,